Hello, everyone, and welcome yourselves back to the Nerds Ascending, back for another World Cup edition. Today, we're going to be talking about and recapping the first set of games from Group A to Group G, H, whatever it was, the last group. And this will be a weekly basis as we go into the round of 16 and what and so on. So, welcome, Matt. How are we doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You enjoying the football so far?
I am. Considering obviously the situation surrounding the World Cup, it's actually been very good so far.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing. I've sort of had to separate, my thoughts about the World Cup because I want to enjoy the football at the same time. So
Yeah,
it's like you'd
yeah,
ruin
and
your
it's been quite
experience.
hard to do that, but
Well, yeah,
as in all, it has actually been a good World Cup so far.
it has a lot of upsets. We'll talk about random games in particular, but what did you think of the Argentina Saudi Arabia game? Have you been watching? Have you been watching every game?
Yeah, I've
Right.
been sneaking it on at work, and I've been sneaking on at work, and I've been watching every match possible.
Yeah, I think I've watched most games, or I listen to the radio whilst I'm out and about. So
Mhm.
I've been able to watch near enough every game as well. So first game I do want to talk about is the Saudi Arabia game because that's the biggest upset of the competition so
Mhm.
far, in my opinion. So what did you think of that game?
I honestly couldn't believe it from two points of view, from two sides of it, because I don't want to take anything away from Saudi Arabia.
Hmm,
But Argentina were absolutely awful. They
they
just couldn't
were,
get going. They just no
yeah,
engine at all. But Saudi Arabia counter-attacked and held on perfectly. It was
yeah.
perfect from them.
Their game plan was perfect. They had the offside trap. The tackling was
Hmm.
was brilliant. The way they drove the ball forward, they made it Argentina look like a standard team.
Yeah, they really
It's
did, and it's full credit to them.
It is, and my biggest thing with this tournament is, and I've seen this over multiple games this week, there's too much pressure on certain individuals, whether it's
Hmm.
Messi, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, De Bruyne. It's like all these people, in my opinion, who've had all this pressure on have actually not done as well as they should have this week.
And it's because of the pressure, half of it.
Yeah, I'm looking at Neymar yesterday, for example.
Yeah,
Pressure.
he didn't have
He
a
didn't.
great game.
He didn't do much for the game. It was more Vinicius and or Richarlison, of course.
Yeah,
But Messi, people need to stop saying like Messi this, Messi that, and see it as a collective because there's some good
hmm
quality players in the Argentina team, and
there is a lot of good players.
they just need to develop more to going into that second game. In my
I,
opinion.
yeah, and I questioned. I don't think they started Lissandro Martinez, did they?
No,
Uh,
yeah, they did. Yes, yeah, they did. Yeah.
did they?
No, wait. No, they didn't. Sorry, they
They
started
didn't.
Otamendi and Ramiro.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was following, I was like, it's not. I mean, out of the three, you'd probably pick Martinez first. He's Saudi
It,
Arabia on exactly an aerial threat.
but it was weird though as well because Ramiro was carrying a knock apparently as well, so it made less sense.
Yeah, it makes
So
zero sense. In starting Martinez in that game, you'd have had a lot better hold of your defensive acumen in that sort of part of
uh,
the pitch.
I agree. They look so mediocre. And Messi for me, the offside trap, he kept on making the same mistake over and over again. It's like
They
you're just
did.
not reading the game. It's like,
They played exactly how Saudi Arabia wanted them to play.
yeah, and weirdly enough, if they do that against any other team, they'll do it perfectly. I don't know how long they'll be able to keep this up for, but
Yeah, but obviously, just that they'll just be going home from this World Cup happy with that. That's fantastic.
yeah, I completely agree. And flipping onto the other side, another huge upset in the tournament is the shirt you're obviously wearing in Japan. I know Germany aren't the greatest team they are now, but Japan were clinical again in two moments.
They were.
Neuer made to be a basic keeper. It's
Yeah, and he
just,
was. And again, like Saudi Arabia, Japan took the game to Germany. They didn't just sit back,
yeah,
hold on. They were attacking constantly. First half, I thought for the large parts they were the better team. Germany played well. The thing is, the difference between Germany and Argentina is Germany played well.
oh, yeah,
They
absolutely, yeah.
Germany created chances. They controlled so much of the game, but Japan tried and tried and they broke through. Whereas Argentina didn't play that well against Saudi Arabia, and it's deserved result. Germany was more of a shock to me because
Yeah.
of how well they played, but I'm not more shocked that Japan got a win than Saudi Arabia.
No, I get it. I think the issue with these teams, they're taking these lower teams for granted because we
Hmm.
saw Qatar they got outplayed by Ecuador on the first day. They didn't get smashed score wise, but on the ball, Ecuador were a lot better. You saw
Yeah,
England dominate against Iran.
yeah, and it
Or
makes them
yeah,
Germany game makes us look better.
yeah, that's the thing because Japan should be a weaker side. They should be on the Costa Rican side. They should be on Iran and all them. But
Hmm.
they proved they have good players. I think they got like players like Yoshida,
Yeah,
and
he literally blocked almost everything that
is it
Germany
the
threw
Arsenal
at
right
him.
back as well?
Tommy
Uh,
Asu,
yeah.
yeah,
So they do have quality defenders.
yeah,
It's
they do. They have a quality attackers. Obviously, they brought Minamino on in the second half, who I think changed the game. He didn't
oh,
score,
of course, I forgot he was Japanese.
but they had the two great subs that they brought on from the Bundesliga as well, and obviously they scored. So the substitutions were perfect by Japan,
Yeah, uh,
and it just worked. It just they the credit to them. No real discredit to Germany because they're not the side they once was, and they just got two moments of brilliance from Japan. The second goal especially was
I
incredible.
agree. But for me, it's weird because Germany have some of the best players in the world. Goretzka,
Mm,
Gundogan, Muller's still on his day to be one of the best forward players
yeah,
going. They got Sané, Nabri. It's like, how are they not winning? It
it's
doesn't
just
make
weird,
any
isn't it? It's
sense.
just like they don't gel as a team.
Most of them play for the same team. It's like Bayern
it make
Munich,
it makes zero sense. And Kimmich was awful in that game.
which is weird because he's on his day. He's one of
Normally
the
on
greatest
his day, yeah,
CDMs.
on his day he's absolutely incredible. But it's probably just an off day for him. They're allowed. Whereas you can see progression for Germany going forward. They're not woeful. Argentina were woeful. Though
Yeah,
DePaul's an awful footballer in my opinion.
it's weird. Yeah, because like them, they've got such incredible forwards, but midfield was so
Just
lackluster.
horrendous. It's
You know,
like
it's
Liverpool
bad.
this
So
season.
yeah, true. But you know it's bad when the commentator goes, they were missing Lo Celso. And like Lo Celso's a bang average player for Spurs. And if he's
Yeah.
an Argentina better player than De Paul, then it says something about Argentina. They
Yeah,
are.
it was just not good for Argentina. And like you said though in the intro, the pressure that's on Argentina because of Messi, it's
Yeah,
not helping.
well, yeah, I watched the intro, you know, when they do all the build up with commentators. It's like, oh, I remember going to watch Lionel Messi's games. Like, stop talking about Messi, focus on the other players that are playing as well.
Hmm.
And maybe he won't feel this pressure to take them to the World Cup final. Because if they play like that, they're going to get eliminated early. It's as
Yeah,
simple as that. It's
exactly. Obviously, there's still plenty of time, but for that, for what it is, that is an awful game week for them. And it's the like you say, the pressure from the media the most, more than anyone.
yeah,
Oh, it's Messi's time. It's Messi's time. Same with Portugal, but Portugal obviously rode it out.
it was
The
lucky though.
it was lucky. It was.
They always lost in the 100 some at minute.
I know if
Inca
Naki Williams
Williams.
didn't if he didn't slip.
They say, how'd you slip? It's like, you know,
I
so
think he
annoying.
was just so desperate to get it, and he just
I know, I wanted to see Ronaldo's face gutted when they
I know.
scored. I would have loved it, but you know, can't get our wish. Obviously the biggest, in my opinion, the best team of the tournament so far has been Spain. Because they've looked clinical. I know it was only Costa Rica, but the way Gavi and Pedri have played in that
Yeah,
midfield,
yeah, I agree.
they, like Bellingham for England, they've excelled better than they should have, in my opinion, on the
They've done
platform.
their job more so than anyone else.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I agree. In my opinion, obviously, I think out of all the games I watched, I'd probably say Brazil were probably my favourite team to watch so far. That game last night, it's so fun to watch Brazil play football.
they're fun to watch, but I still don't think they had. I don't think they hit the gears. I don't think
No,
the first
they
45
didn't.
minutes they were like, are
They
they
were
going to
very
score?
bang average in the first 45. But then once he hit that game and scored the first goal, they were just wave on
Oh,
wave. And
yeah,
it was literally constant and it was so fun to watch. They're such a good team.
they are. I mean, Vinicius, I think he's one of my favorite forwards. Rafinha did a lot of good, I think. For me, again, it was all the pressure about Neymar, but the other players took away that pressure and they
Yeah,
actually dealt
they
with it.
handled it. Yeah, they did. And obviously Neymar actually was probably the worst player in that attack
Yeah,
that
which is
game.
which is weird. But I think he's missing the Switzerland game as well, which is
Yeah,
going to be big.
I've just seen that prior to this that he's missing the next two.
He's missing the next two.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean, thing is, if you lose to Switzerland, which I don't think they'll lose anyway, because they have so much
They've got
attacking
too many
forward.
players
Yeah,
to
they've got
let.
Anthony, Martinelli,
They got
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. They're just on the bench.
The depth is incredible that they've
Yeah.
got, and you got Casemiro and Fred in the midfield. With
Yeah, you know what? Fred played well as well. I don't like Fred, but
I don't know why he didn't start. Instead, he
yeah, it
started
was
the West Ham midfielder, which I thought was a weird move.
El Paqueta. Yeah, it was strange because I thought obviously Fred plays with Casemiro. He's actually, to be fair, credit to Fred, he's actually had a decent season under Ten Hag,
Yeah, I agree.
and it was a strange decision. Obviously, it worked in the end. It doesn't matter really for Brazil because they turned them over regardless. But
Yeah, well, against Serbia. The biggest thing
They're a
from
good
Serbia
team.
is they're a good team, but like Mitrovic, he didn't touch the. I don't think he even touched the ball that many
No,
times.
they could not get the ball to Mitrovic.
It's he's a brilliant
Brazil locked him
striker,
out of the game. Yeah, he is.
but even Vlahovic, the Juventus striker, when he came on, however you pronounce his name, he didn't even get in the game when he came on.
No, the Brazil completely locked down that channel, and they were
Yeah.
so defensively. Brazil were incredible. They obviously didn't turn on the gear first off in the attack, but Brazil and like you say, Spain as well. Brazil and Spain, and actually, I'm going to throw us in there because
Oh,
other than our two
yeah.
lapses in concentration, which was silly. Second one was not a penalty. You're not giving that Harry Maguire
I
challenge
know
a
it's
penalty.
yeah.
You're not giving that a penalty. We played really well. This is the Iran team that's just beat Wales this morning as well,
I know.
and they battered Wales. Then they're 20th. Wales are one place above them as well.
Are
So
they?
yeah, so that Iran are 19th and Wales are 18th.
Oh wow.
So Iran aren't exactly a pushover team. We made them look normal.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't like to mention us because I don't because it depends how we play
Cursed.
tonight. But it's one of those things, isn't it? Like because USA and Wales put on a decent performance than the other night. It was a 50-50 game. But then Wales
Mhm.
play Iran today and they were shite. It's like
I feel like the heat's killing Wales. They were knackered from minute one.
I mean, I didn't actually catch the game, but I saw some of
Did
the
you not?
highlights and it was just Iran, Iran, Iran. And I'm thinking,
Yeah, it was.
you have some really
Hennessy
good
was
players.
Hennessy literally went from hero to zero because he was saving so many shots and then he got that red card.
I saw the tackle. I was like,
It was
why are
so
you out there?
funny.
There was like two defenders near you.
Literally, Ben Davis was coming across and he was literally marshalling him out the pitch. It was so stupid to rush out. But
Yeah.
Iran deserved that win. Can't take it away from them.
No, exactly. And if the gods are on their side, if England lose tonight and then
Can you
all the other
imagine?
stuff comes together, Iran could win the group.
Can you imagine that?
I'd love it. No, I'm joking. England all the way. Um, but who do you think's been the worst? I think I have an obvious pick who's been the worst team of the tournament.
I mean, are you talking about worse as in just generally worst or worse as in you've expected a lot more and they've just gone awful?
Okay, pick one of each. Who do you think's been the worst team because it was obvious and they've just generally played shit? Or who's been the team where you thought they've let you down in the sense of they should have done better?
I think Argentina have let me down. I think that's obviously for me.
Yes.
And I think Qatar are just
Yeah, it's
oh shit.
I mean, they got a goal past Senegal,
I
which is
know.
a miracle in its own.
Yeah,
But
it is actually. Yeah, I would give them credit. It was a good goal as well, good header. But
they are a
they
bad
just
team.
they can't play. I don't know how they've not lost about 10-0 in half into these two games. I know Costa
We
Rica lost 7-0, but they weren't as bad as Qatar.
the thing with Costa Rica is to say they've got a world class goalkeeper in there. The rest of the team is just nobodies. They've got freaking Navas in there, and then the rest are just I don't know. I don't even know who plays for them. It's just so bang average.
No, it was weird because they got drubbed 7-0, but I still think Qatar are a worse team.
Qatar are definitely worse because they got they've been outplayed in two games. If Costa Rica get beat again
It's a
by
conversation to be had, yeah.
it's Japan, isn't it? Who play them?
I think, yeah,
To
is it
Spain.
Spain, Germany this week?
Yeah,
And
Sunday.
then, yeah, yeah, it's Japan then.
That's probably going to be one of the best games of the tournament on paper.
Yeah, yeah,
But you know, um, it's 2022, aging Germany team, a younger Spain team. I think Spain will do better going forward.
yeah, yeah. That
So going
remains to
off,
be seen. Yeah.
I was going to say, so going on the England game, how did you think we played? Like, did you think we should have won
I really
6-2?
thought we should have won 7-0.
Yeah, we should never have
I thought we should
conceded.
have had a penalty.
Yeah.
I think the first goal was a free goal, and Harry Maguire. There's a he got absolutely done, and then sits down and says he's ill and gets subbed off. You basically just played shit. You've been done, and you're just embarrassed.
I think he's just like, look, I can't make it to the United team. I've just been done by an Iran player. Just get me off the
It was
fucking pitch.
so. Why did he play? I've been advocating for Ben White. Ben White would have been perfect. He'd have stopped
Biggest
that.
biggest issue is Maguire is the only outright centre back. Ben White's not going to touch the team if it's not five at the back.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he's been converted into a right back for Arsenal, which has been his best position.
Yeah, no, he has. He has. I just Maguire, man, he just can't play football. Get him out of that team. He's so bad. But
He almost scored a header.
other than him, like I say, it shouldn't have been a penalty. That is soft,
I agree.
soft.
Yeah,
If you, to be fair to Maguire, he got rugby tackled in the first half, and that should have been a penalty.
he did. Yeah, but
And that was
why is a
soft.
guy of his size though going down?
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't give it. To be
He's
honest,
like the biggest guy on the pitch.
yeah. But I think Pickford, considering he conceded two, he made that really good one-on-one save. I think decent performance.
Oh, we flicked it onto the bar.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
that
that
was
was a
class. Yeah,
really good save, and I thought we controlled the game well. Obviously, the Rice and Bellingham, that's all you need to say. They just
yeah.
control that game. Can't,
Them two are class.
if we don't sign Bellingham, I'm quitting football.
Hey, well now we've just
Now
gonna.
you're up for sailing.
I
Oh
was gonna say
bloody
we're
hell!
up for sale. We're gonna buy everybody. Apple want us.
Get out.
God, if
No,
Apple get us, we could buy everybody.
I honestly think we actually realistically have a chance in this World Cup.
For me, it's a tough one because attacking wise, we are very good, but we made very bad defensive errors, and
We
we're
make
all
bad errors.
yeah, we're known for doing that. And if you do that against Spain, your France's, your
You're done.
Netherlands, you're
Yeah,
done.
you're
Netherlands are
done.
bang average at best. They'll do a good job, but even they're clinical. Gapco scored again today. I know we're not talking about today properly, but he scored again today. It's like he's a
Yeah,
goal
you make a
poacher.
mistake against them players, you're done. And it's true. It goes without saying. But attack wise, I wouldn't even play Harry Kane tonight. I'd play Callum Wilson.
He was lethal. You know that sprint he did all the way back and then laid it back for Grealish. It's
Yeah,
like
six. You got 6 goals
I
already,
know,
and you're squaring it. What a guy! What that is mentality
I
elite.
know.
That is amazing.
For me, I don't know why Southgate waited so long to bring him on though, because Kane had that
No,
knock on his leg, and it's like just take him off. You've scored 5 goals.
yeah,
But
literally, you didn't, it was a very weird thing to do because I thought you could have brought on all the subs a lot sooner because we had the game done and dusted.
it was like he was waiting for something, and then he put Wilson on hold for a second. It's like why?
Yeah, I think he was just desperate for Kane to score. He's his little boy, and
Did he end up scoring?
no.
That's bad, that actually.
Kane played okay, but I don't think he should be our striker. I would have actually started Rashford over Kane. Otherwise, I would have started Wilson.
Yeah, well,
I'd have both.
Kane plays more of a cam role, doesn't he? He sort of picks out the passes in a sense. So he'll still start though. I think he's
No,
meant to be starting.
Saka called him, started. Incredible player.
Yeah,
Scored two. Bang. Sterling, don't like him, but he does his job for England.
yeah.
He always turns up in tournaments for England.
I think that's the thing because when Foden came on, I think Foden and Mount were the two quietest players.
Mount didn't
Um,
have a good game.
no, I mean, I think he missed a sitter, which he should have scored in the first half. And then for me, Foden didn't do enough to justify a start, whereas
No.
Sterling did enough to start this
Mhm.
game and the Welsh game, depending how he plays
Yeah.
tonight.
What you don't see with Sterling is you don't see how well he actually makes movements off the ball because half the
Yeah,
time the ball doesn't go to him, he creates so much space for the other players. It goes without saying. Yeah, Mount didn't have a great game, but I don't think it warrants dropping. I think I'd still stick with him. He's clearly got an idea in his head about how he wants Mount to be in the team.
yeah.
Stick with it, stick it out. It's not exactly like if he loses the ball, Rice or Bellingham are going to mess up.
No, well, Mount didn't do anything
Touch
wrong.
wood. Yeah.
That's the thing. Mount didn't do anything that bad. He just didn't really show up. There's a
No.
difference.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. He didn't make many mistakes. He just didn't get into the game.
yeah, and I think if Walker's fit tonight, Walker should. I don't know if he should start
Yeah.
because Trippier played well. To be fair, that's the thing.
Yeah. Maybe you can see this game out and then start him next game.
Yeah, I think Maguire's meant to be starting as well. So obviously you won't be happy about that. The thing is, I'm not a big fan of Dyer though. Dyer's the backup
No,
centre
they're
back,
not.
and
You'd have brought Tamori or Chris Smalling.
exactly. I think Tomori for his age, his I think the youth side would have worked on for him. I mean, Cody's
Mhm.
there as an option as well.
Cody, do you know what? Cody's been really good for Everton.
Yes,
He deserves his place.
and he's been playing in the back four this season, hasn't he? So he can do it.
Yeah. And he plays with Pickford every week. So it's chemistry there.
Exactly. But Southgate doesn't see it. He's just brought
No.
him to sit there. Obviously, another big game that we spoke about, well, we yet to speak about, is the Portugal game. What were your thoughts on how they played? Because, in my opinion, they took a while to get going as well.
Yeah, they did. It took them a while, and obviously that game, I think it was the 78th minute, the first goal, and then it ended up 3-2.
Yeah, because it was like 2 goals in like 17 seconds, I think they said.
Yeah, and it did take them a while. They've got the quality. Portugal have the quality. Bruno Fernandes was so good that game.
Oh, it was, yeah. Yeah,
And obviously,
Ronaldo got man of the match.
it's going to have to, and Messi will get every man of the match if Argentina win. It's just going to be one of them
It's
tournaments.
just biased though. It's like he didn't do anything. I mean, he
He
scored a
didn't.
goal that was disallowed, and then he scored a penalty. That wasn't.
He didn't deserve it. It should have been Fernandez.
It was because he set up Leao and Felix.
Yeah, and Ghana responded well, but obviously that bit of quality from Leao and
Oh
Felix,
yeah,
and obviously Fernandez for both of the assists.
yeah.
He just saw the game off. It wasn't great from Portugal. It wasn't exactly vintage football. It got the job done. They'll pick it up next game, I hope. I like Portugal.
Well, they're again. Who's in their group? Oh,
They got
Uruguay and Korea.
yeah, so they got. That's actually you couldn't call that group on paper really. I know obviously we did our predictions the other day, but if you sit back and think about that group, you can't call who's going to win that group. Uruguay can
No,
Korea played well.
yeah. I mean, even Ghana. I mean, they're not out yet. They've lost to Portugal, but if they can get 2 wins against Uruguay and Korea, then they're back in
Yeah.
it.
Which was
Because
actually the worst game of the tournament. There was no shots on target in that game.
yeah, I heard of that. I mean, even though there was a lot of intensity from both teams, how do you not have a
Yeah,
shot on target?
no. Do you
It's
know what I actually think the best game that I've watched so far is Belgium Canada.
I didn't watch much of that. I mean, I saw De Bruyne didn't have the best game. I saw Batshuayi missed a few
Yeah, and
sitters.
Davis missed a penalty. Canada should have had about 3 penalties. But I think watching when you sat there and you're watching the football, that game was so good. It was just constant end to end. Canada deserved a win, to be fair.
I heard it was similar in the Tunisia and Denmark game. Apparently, that was
Yeah,
end to end, and apparently
end
that
to
was a
end.
really
But
good game.
yeah, the nil-nils have been decent in this tournament. Now, it doesn't obviously no one likes a nil-nil. It's not.
No, of
That goes
course.
without everyone hates a nil-nil, but it's been good football. And that's the thing when we're saying at the start of this podcast that you separate the football from the politics.
Yeah.
It's been a good round one. It has been,
Yeah,
but
well, you have to, I think, because if you're constantly just focused on all the negatives, you're just going to ruin your experience of watching the
mhm.
football.
I
I
just
mean,
want to watch the football.
exactly. We didn't choose where the location was at the end of the day. That's the thing. It's
I don't support it. I don't agree with
yeah,
any of it, but I just want to watch the football.
exactly. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want to watch the World Cup for. We want to watch our favorite players
Hmm.
get beat. Like
Get beat.
Ronaldo. As long as Ronaldo doesn't lift the World Cup, I'll be satisfied. That's the main
It'll
thing.
be
But
Harry Kane.
fucking arcade. We can wish if we see the World Cup lifted in our lifetime. I hope so. But in my opinion, my favorite game's been the Saudi game, just
I agree.
simply just because of how good Saudi Arabia were.
Yeah, I'd say
Um,
if I had to pick my top 3 games, it'd be Saudi game,
yeah,
the Japan Germany game,
yeah,
and that Belgium Canada game because football that was incredible. No, no, but like I said, incredible football. Japan and Saudi both took the game, both played their game perfectly. They didn't get a, they got shock results,
yeah, yeah,
but they didn't weren't undeserved shock results. They weren't just a smash and grab.
yeah.
They were how the game unfolded, and they were really good games. And it was fun watching Germany and obviously Argentina try and respond to going behind.
No, I absolutely agree. I mean, I haven't seen every game, but the games I can have seen. I enjoyed the USA Wales game again because I loved how good USA were in the first half and how good Wales were in the
Yeah,
second
it
half.
was a game. That was literally a game of 2 halves. That was so good to watch. So it's all been quality, and obviously I'll give shout out to Jamie as well for still Neuer for wearing his armband,
Yeah, well, exactly.
stuck to it.
I think that's the thing because obviously England and Wales, I say bottled it, but obviously there's a lot more to it than we know. Obviously,
Yeah, but they ended up not backing out of it. But Germany
yes,
stuck to it. Obviously they covered their mouths as well,
yeah, the voice thing. What is it?
being silenced. I
That's
think
it.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And obviously I don't agree with the politics behind it, but I think it was good for them to stand up and do
yeah.
that because it's not good. The way it's not a good place to do the World Cup.
No, it's. I
Not
mean,
inclusive.
there was a lot of countries that are going to pay. I think Japan, US were up for hosting the World Cup, but we know there's bribery, toxicity around it. There's a lot to
No, never.
it. So
But the
it's
USA's got the next one. USA, Canada, and Mexico. That'd be a great World
yeah,
Cup.
I
Look
can't wait
forward
for
to
that.
that.
That'd be amazing. But they
But
just need to stay away from these Asian countries and just. I know it's a bad thing to say that, but they just need to keep it simple.
yeah, I'm all for it for a country like Saudi Arabia. who have a genuine football league, who have footballing, who've played in World Cups before, who actually have a valid reason why they play football, hosting it.
Yeah, but
Turkey
I think people
host
would
it.
find a reason why not
Yeah, they
to
will.
because they'd be like, oh, they have death penalties,
Yeah,
or they have this or whatever.
yeah. No, I agree. But Qatar is just so far out there, you know it's right when they don't have the
Yeah,
stadiums built.
I
They
think they had
don't.
one. I think they had one
They
stadium,
had
didn't they?
one stadium.
Yeah,
They didn't have the stadiums built in to anticipate it. There was
yeah.
no reason at all why they should have got the World Cup, but they magically got it.
I know.
Anyway, other than that, football has been good. It's a
No, I
shame that
agree.
the politics have ruined the World Cup because the football has been good.
Yeah, because every time you watch one of the pundits talk or the group of pundits, it always comes back into
Mhm.
conversation, and you're like,
Every time,
it's been on
every
a week.
time,
It's yeah.
the
How can
punditry has been good for the football,
yeah?
awful for culture. And they're being the thing is, the people in Qatar aren't bad people, but they're being penalised for it. But
Ex- yeah, but
you can't win.
that's the thing, right? Why? Yes, they've been penalised because they've been paid and stuff, but we're still watching it. Why aren't we as bad as them? For example, I know we're not
Mhm.
being paid for
They're
it.
sat over there
Exactly, it's their
getting paid
job.
to analyze it. Don't go refuse to watch it, refuse to pundit on it if you care that much. It's like Denmark kit manufacturer putting a all blacked out shirt. I bet you're still selling it.
Exactly. It's like you're sending a message out, but it's like I still want my 70 quid.
Yeah,
I still want
make your
my
shirt free or
yeah.
refuse to manufacture a shirt if you actually care. They
Yeah.
don't. There's virtue signaling, but obviously take that away. I mean, that's not what we're here to talk about.
No, but
But
yeah, but it's the bigger part of the World Cup, though. It's part of the World Cup, but
yeah, it's taken over the World Cup. However, I think for what it is, and obviously I don't agree with the way the stadiums have been built with the labour.
yes, of course, because there's multiple deaths as well. I think
There was they've put on a good show.
they have.
If you're
They've
being completely honest, the stadiums are all fantastic.
they're some of the best stadiums I've probably seen in football.
Yeah.
It's mad.
So obviously the murky behind the scenes is not good. But they went into this World Cup with intent to make it as it is.
Yeah,
They've backed up the money they used to bribe. They have. They've put on a show. I don't agree with it being a Winter World Cup, but for what they've intended to do, which is put on the football tournament, it's good.
it is.
I've
It's
not
enjoyable.
watched one game and not enjoyed it. Like even the 0-0s, the Denmark game was end to end, like you said.
Yeah.
I said Belgium Canada game. It's all been good football.
No, I couldn't agree more. What I will say is, the first game with Qatar v Ecuador, when the first goal was disallowed, I was like,
Yeah, it was a tough.
corruption.
It was very weird because I still to this day, was he behind the keeper? I don't know why it got disallowed,
I
but
think there's a rule because if you go behind the keeper, but then a player goes behind the keeper on the same team, the keeper becomes an outfield player. I think that's the rule.
is that how it works? See,
So
I
if the
don't even know
so
fully.
if the player's the last player, he becomes the keeper in a sense. So therefore, you're offside. It's a very stupid rule.
Yeah.
Because yeah, but yeah, that was daft. But so you said your three best games. What was the one game that you just didn't enjoy watching? Not in the sense of, I know you said you've enjoyed every game, but what was the one
Yeah.
where you're like,
No, I know what
yeah,
you mean.
yeah,
The game that I probably just sat there and I thought, no, this isn't for me. Do I France?
we haven't even talked about France.
Eh, I just think because it wasn't a shock result. Australia did well. Actually, I'm taking
They went 1-0
complete
up.
credit away from Australia. The start of that game, Australia played so well until France scored. I just think I sat there and as soon as Rabiot scored the header, I was like, "Here we go,
Yeah.
floodgates are opening. I can sit back and know the result." France aren't a boring team. I'm not saying they're boring. They're too dominant in terms of
Oh yeah, Mbappe was clinical going down that wing. He's just a different breed of player.
he's so fast. I don't. How can you
I
be
know.
that fast?
I don't know. I watched Vinicius yesterday. He was fast, but you watch Mbappe, he's a
And he
different
just
type of
takes
fast.
off. He's what the heck?
It's
And
fucking mad.
Giroud's incredible.
I
Credit to
love Giroud.
Giroud.
Yeah,
Obviously, he's equaled Henri's goal scoring
yeah, they'll
for
beat it,
France.
obviously.
He will be. He'll be probably beat it in about 2 days.
Yes, whoever they're against.
However, it just wasn't enjoyable. It just wasn't a fun game to watch. It was literally Australia scored and then held on. It was not like Saudi Arabia and Japan who constantly attacked. Australia just scored and got drummed up. That was
You,
low down.
I think the biggest issue with Australia was they scored the goal. They didn't have a plan in place because I think they were like, "Oh, we've scored. Are we going to
Yeah,
park the bus? Are we going
literally
to go forward?"
the first 10 minutes they played so well, and then once he scored, they're like, "What now?"
It's like, do we just keep attacking and hope for the best? But no, they just
No, but not to take away from France. They're incredible. I've completely forgot to include them really. They're going to be up there, one of the favourites. Obviously, they're the current
yeah.
holders.
I think after watching every game, my four contenders, not that I'm saying they all cross the same paths, England, Spain, France.
And Brazil.
I'd say Brazil because it was more of a very comfortable win and they didn't let
Yeah,
Serbia score.
yeah. Because on paper, Serbia's attack with Tadic, Vlahovic,
They got
Mitrovic,
they got a lot
they've
of good
got a
players, haven't
good
they?
team, and they didn't get a say
They
against
got
Brazil.
Did you say Savic as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got him as well. In a keeper, Milinkovic in net,
yeah.
he's good. They
But
had a Milinkovic in centre. They've got too many Milinkovic's. They've got they got on paper that team could beat that probably draw with England at Wembley,
it
and
would.
they didn't get a say in. Brazil locked them out. So I think in terms of obviously they didn't score as many, other they could have done, other than
Yeah.
Milinkovic.
I think when you've got one of the best centre backs in the world, in my opinion, Thiago Silva, just
Oh,
constantly keeping that line in check, it's
just
incredible.
what a player!
Yeah, to do it at
Hate.
his age as well.
Yeah, he's like 37 years young.
I know.
He's mad. But yeah, them four I would say so far.
Yeah.
I'm obviously being a bit biased with England, but I think we put the performance where our
Well, we scored 6 goals.
scored 6 goals.
It-
We scored 6 goals and we played
yeah.
very good football and we got robbed.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Our game style was very good. It was so fluid. Everyone was passing the ball great. We were attacking. We were lively. It wasn't really Southgate football that we were seeing in a sense,
No, it was
because
like
normally
he's
we're
all.
defensive.
It felt as though he'd almost this year been saying, "Play shit, play shit, play shit,"
Yes.
make everyone think we're shit, and then just come here and just turn up. And we did, and it was so good to watch.
Yeah, 'cause it is weird, though, isn't it? Because we lost what 5-6 on the bounce,
We were awful this year.
Nations League and stuff. We come into here, we kill Iran. I know they're bad, but not that
This,
bad.
yeah, this is the team that got beat 4-0 by Hungary. About
Yeah,
this is our team.
exactly.
We got beat 4-0. I think it's at Wembley,
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, and
and
they're
then
not
we
even
come
in the
here.
World Cup.
No, exactly. So I think we put a performance. What would we say? Obviously, it's only round one. It's only game week one.
Yeah,
But as of that, I would say that we performed better
I
than
agree.
we. I even didn't think we performed that well. And I backed us to go far. So
I backed us to get knocked out in the round of 16. So
yeah, well, you backed Senegal and Mane's gone.
uh, they're not out yet, boy. They
No,
beat Qatar. They're going
they
for the
did.
cup.
In fairness, he did actually play really well
Oh,
today.
just do you care about the scores by the way? Because I'm getting the fixtures up.
Yeah, I don't
Netherlands,
mind. I'm not bothered. Tell me.
yeah, Netherlands are drawing now to Ecuador.
But Enner Valencia,
How did you guess that?
because he's just good, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he scored against
Yeah,
Qatar,
he's
didn't he?
got. He could have had
Yeah.
that trick, but he's a baller. To be fair,
I
he's an absolute baller.
bloody is. Well, what I'm thinking is, do you want to do some of the bigger game predictions? Just go
Yeah,
into
we'll do them before obviously we call it for the evening before England starts soon.
yeah. Anything else you want to add to this game this
No,
week? I think we spoke about all the main stuff.
I think the main sort of talking was like you say, even the nil-nils were good. Every game was good. Teams who performed. Teams who didn't. It's pretty standard game week one. It's not going to be juicy until we get into the knockouts.
Oh yeah, wait. Last game actually I want to talk about Croatia. They actually drew to Morocco. I thought they would do better. To be fair.
Yeah, Croatia didn't turn up, and actually I completely forgot about that myself. I'd probably put that on par with the France game. Not as good as the France game, but
Yeah, again, all reliant on one player, Modric. If he doesn't turn up, the team doesn't turn up. Like for
yeah.
Poland, Lewandowski had a penalty saved.
Oh yeah, Poland didn't play well either. And these are teams that you put Poland in the same bracket as we like Iran, in my
It's weird.
opinion.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's
Obviously,
they just
Poland have that one incredible player, but Iran don't. They're the sort of teams that will perform. So we
yeah.
made Iran look normal, whereas Poland, fair enough, they actually didn't play well. And they obviously they missed the penalty, like I said.
That's the thing. I watched the penalty. Lewandowski should be putting that away. I mean, he's
Yeah,
never scored in a World Cup apparently as well, which is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. He didn't play well at all.
It's mad. Right. So considering there's already been 3 games today and the third game's currently in progress, we'll do our first prediction of England USA. Um, and obviously, all these we'll react to in the next one, obviously, because we'll know the results and whatnot. So, what do you think England v USA will be?
3-0 England.
See, I had this discussion earlier with my brother. I think it'll be 3-1. I think USA will score because we're bound to make a defensive error at some
Yeah,
point.
there's a part of me that probably thinks that, but I'm too biased. I'm going to stick with 3-0 England. We're going to get Harry Kane to score.
I
Who
don't think
else?
he'll. I think Saka 100% will get a goal. It just seems really obvious to predict the same people.
John Stones is going to score from a corner.
Fucking hell. You know what? Saka, Maguire, Rashford, and Wales will score for them.
Kane, Stones, and I'm going to go with Mason Mount.
Oh, yeah, I think he'll get a goal at some point. I just
He's
don't know
got
when.
to. He's got
Yeah.
to. But 3-0
I'm
England.
I'm going for Maguire. And I think for USA, it'll be Weah, I
Yeah,
think.
he did have a good game the other night, to be fair.
Because Pulisic didn't really show up, to be
No, he
fair.
didn't.
Right. Right. Tunisia, Australia, we won't do. Poland, Saudi. Do you want to do that?
Saudi win. Let's back him. Back him all the
Right.
way.
1-0 Saudi.
2-1 Saudi.
Fucking hell, they only had 2 shots in the last game. Bloody hell. France, Denmark.
3-0 France. I'm going to go with Giroud hat trick.
They won 4-1 against
Australia.
Australia. Denmark's a better team.
France 3-0. Giroud hat
2
trick.
I'm going 2. I don't think they'll get that many goals. And I think Giroud and Mbappe.
Giroud hat trick.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's just a weird player who always scores. I don't get it.
He's an anomaly, but I love him.
Argentina, Mexico.
1-0 Mexico.
The funny thing is, if Argentina lose
They're out, I think.
and Japan win, they're out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 2-1 Mexico.
Okay. Accept.
Ochoa's in net as well, and he's an insane player.
He's well good.
Japan, Costa Rica, since you're wearing a Japanese shirt. 7-0 Japan.
No, I'll go with 1-0 Japan.
All the others been adventurous, but no, Japan 1-0.
No, 1-0. I'm gonna be safe for the boys.
Gonna go 2-0 Yoshida double. What position does he play?
Yoshida.
Yeah.
Centre back.
Unless it's like 2 corners. Belgium, Morocco.
1-0 Belgium. They're not gonna play well, but they're gonna head through it.
0-0.
Oh, okay.
Croatia, Canada. That's a weird game, man.
1-0 Canada. I'm backing him.
Oh no, because David didn't play well the other game.
He didn't, but they played better than Belgium and they got done in by one freak moment. Canada 1-0.
Yeah, but do you reckon they can beat Croatia though?
Yeah, easy.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Croatia.
Okay.
I want Canada to go through as well. Spain, Germany. I'm gonna go 4-1 Spain.
You're going for a big shock.
Yeah.
I'm going the other way. Germany are going to respond and it's going to be 3-1 Germany.
Who the fuck's scoring for Germany that many goals?
Gnabry's going to get 2.
Ferran Torres hat trick on my end.
Get out of that.
He's going to get top goal scorer at this rate. And the last. To be fair though, he's on 3.
He's on 3. He's on 4.
Fucking hell. And the last few games, skip that one. South Korea, Ghana.
Ooh, that'll be quite a fun game. 1-0 South Korea, son.
I'm gonna go. Well, Ghana have to win.
Ghana do have to win.
2-1
played
Ghana.
well. To be fair, they played well against Portugal.
The is however you pronounce his name. You know, Ayu for Swansea. He was good. Then they lost.
Up next you got Uruguay, Portugal, haven't you as well?
Yeah, well, it's Brazil, Switzerland, and then Portugal, Uruguay.
Brazil going to dominate 3-0.
I'm gonna go 2-1.
Okay.
Because they've got a very
Uruguay, Portugal.
They were very structured the other day, Switzerland with Xhaka and stuff. So I'm optimistic. Portugal, Uruguay. I think Uruguay are going to win 3-1.
3-1.
Nunes. No, He missed a fucking sitter the other day. He's shit.
Doesn't matter. He's amazing.
All he had to do was stick his foot out.
Yeah, I know. I've said that a lot this season, but he's class.
No, but he's one of the weirdest players ever. He could be one of the greatest players on the pitch, but then he could also be one of the shittest players on the pitch. I
Yeah,
don't get it.
and once Klopp gets a wrangle of him and he actually starts training, like when he's integrated, he's gonna be amazing.
But the question is, because some Liverpool fans are biased to this, is he better than Haaland?
No,
There we go.
he's
I don't know
not.
why I care about Haaland. He doesn't even play for my team.
But I think he'll be. I think give it a few years and he'll probably just about equal it.
He'll definitely
Haaland's
be up
just a
there.
monster. Haaland's just naturally a monster.
Haaland's just a beast. Yeah, he just dives into every tackle and he's not afraid to do.
He's literally. I'm so gutted that they signed him.
Again, though, but when Apple buy us, we'll just buy De Bruyne, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, and we'll just
Yeah,
buy the City team and we'll just kill all of you.
yeah. How I.
That's it
When
for
Apple
the.
buy like a state and the Glazers keep United.
Oh, no. Glaze, I mean, it's all bad. It's either the Glazers or oil money. So,
Yeah.
or a
We're
rich
probably going to
fucker
end up with an American owner. Yeah.
or a Saudi owner.
Yeah.
Saudi might be better. Okay, and these games finish on Monday the 28th, by the way.
So, yeah, I
Uh,
would assume around next Monday, probably get the next upload.
yes, because the games start again Tuesday. So we'll go ahead from there. So thank you, everyone, for watching. That has been the week one recap with our predictions for week two. Stay up to date on a weekly basis, and then it might be a bit soon every time the videos come out with the round of 16 quarterfinals and
Yeah.
all that jazz. But we'll keep you posted as it happens. Anything else you want to add, Matt, before we wrap things up?
No, other than come on, Japan.
We're about to watch England, and it's like, come on, Japan.
Got an hour and a half yet.
Hour 25.
Oh, yeah, true.
But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching as always. Subscribe, a like, and we'll see you next one. Goodbye.